What's up, YouTube? Rico Jackson back here with another quick video about green screening and lighting. Project Studio TV. If y'all like the channel, y'all like what I'm talking, like the information I'm giving, please subscribe to the channel, Project Studio TV. I'm coming with a lot of different topics, doing a lot of different videos and informational things. So, but I got a question. I got an email from CT Boatwright about if you're trying to set up in-home green screening area, what type of lighting do you need? What type of budget do you need? And things like that. And I tell people all the time, like, if you're just getting into this, don't go out spending tons of money on a bunch of equipment you see like this here. These lights here, these key lights and things like that. These stands, these sandbags to hold your lights down. This here is a professional studio somewhere that has a space. Most people don't have space in their home to, even set up something of this size, unless you want to take up your whole room and do it. That's cool. But some people want to start off small, just have their own little private, they'll be in the closet, something behind them just to get some backdrops and things like that. But these lights here, these lights will run you anywhere, couple hundred to thousands of dollars. Most people don't have that because a lot of people don't even know if this is something they want to pursue full time as a career, or just as a hobby, or something to earn some extra income when they get good at it. This is a very popular and service, and that's in demand. People are looking for good green screen videos and people who can edit these videos. So these lights here, I follow a guy on YouTube, and it's a lot of free information out there. Lots of free information. It is a such thing as earning a value. It may not be monetary. A lot of people think about, oh, well, if I'm investing my time and learning how to do this, what am I getting out of it? If I gotta spend 3 or 4 hours listening to other people that may not know what they're talking about. And I understand the frustration of it. When I go through YouTube and I was starting to learn how to do green screening and things like that, I went through quite a few videos, and luckily I found a guy. If you go to YouTube, it's called Basic Filmmaker. Subscribe to his page. He gives you the game. Now he does have videos and stuff and services that he charges for, but everything I learned about setting up lighting and things like that, green screening, where to order stuff from, substituting my lighting, a $300 light kit like this one here at the top, substitute this $300 kit for a $15 kit that's going to give me the same lighting as long as I'm following basic steps. So this is basic filmmaking on a budget. So go check him out. His page is called Basic Filmmaker. I don't know him. I just follow him because he gives out good information. He don't give me anything to promote him and say go follow him. So it's when I get good information, I like to pass it on. And it's, to be real, it's not a lot of black dudes on YouTube doing videos about green screening and things like that. So it's kind of hard for me to find somebody from my demographic, and I'm not just talking about race demographic. I'm talking about my demographic, my profession, my sex, my race, where I live. All that stuff does count when you're trying to get information, because you want to get the correct information to do what you want to do. So when I saw that, it's just another niche out there that may be missing. So I said, well, maybe when you listen to some of the terminologies and things like that on YouTube, when it comes to filming and things like that, key lights and things like that, you may not know what that is. I don't know a lot of some of the terms, and I do a lot of this film stuff. So some people get discouraged when they hear somebody that doesn't look like them, doesn't sound like them, and they don't know some words they're saying. So it kind of turned them off, even though they're interested in learning something. And some of the videos can be discouraging. Some people go through it very quickly. A lot of people do talk about spending money, getting the best equipment there is. And again, a lot of people don't have that in their budget. Who has thousands of dollars to drop on something you don't have no idea on what you're doing, or you're just wanting to get into it? So I just want to let people know that there are there's a wide variety, a demographic of people out there who does editing and does green screening. So don't be discouraged when you don't see somebody who looks like you on YouTube giving out information, or you want to put up a YouTube video and you don't find anybody who looks like you or sounds like you or in your demographic. Go ahead, do your video, man. Post it, put it up there, because somebody's going to watch it if it's informational, and it may help somebody. You know, I may only get 1 view on this, but I may get 1 million views. Who knows? Who cares? It's not about that. It's about getting out the information, because it was passed on to me for free, and somebody else doesn't have the means to go to school and learn this stuff like that. And YouTube may be the only way to do it. So right to the point now. I had to get that little spiel out the way and had to go on my Kanye. So, but again, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. Project Studio TV. We got a lot of stuff coming. So these lights here, you gotta have. You want to get you about two to start off. If you look at your budget, say you only got a $30 budget. Excuse me. You got a $30 budget. You got to know. You got to get your green screen. Worry about that last. Let your lighting be the majority of your start off budget. Let your lighting. This picture here, sorry about that. I got a couple things I'm promoting right now. Some health stuff as well, but I'll get into that later. Your lights here, your key lights and things like that, your overhead lights, they may be called different. Be quiet. You want to make sure. Sorry about that. Dog's acting crazy, but like I was saying, lighting is key. Lighting is huge. You want to make sure you have decent light. I won't say decent. You want to, again, look at your budget and see exactly what you can afford. Light bulbs are not expensive. You don't have to have these big setups here. You don't have to have these stands. All that stuff is extra once you get going. You want to just start testing what you can. You want to start testing what you can for as low as budget as you can do it at, and perfect it. Once you perfect at the lowest budget, when you start tweaking, and because that's all going to come with your practicing. You're gonna realize, say, oh, I got this type of light in here, and it's not giving me the look that I wanted to give me. So don't worry about going out spending $100 on a light on YouTube. You know, this setup here, even this screen you see here, and these stands. Again, these are things that you don't have to spend a bunch of money on. So these lights here, I got my setup, and I'll show you some of them here. Now, these here, regular shop lights. My first setup, regular shop lights. I went to Walmart. You go to whatever, local store you use, whatever hardware store, Tractor Supply, whatever, Target. But you can find these lights anywhere, online. These lights here, regular shop lights. They work beautiful. Get some that has some type of, holes in the back here, some holes in the back. If you get the full one like this, that's even better. You can put more lights in, get way more lighting. But the bulbs are what you really want to focus on. The bulbs that you get. You want to get some natural white lighting, something with some high looms on it. Walmart has the GE brand that I use. They run you maybe $6. If that, you catch them on sale. You can get like a 2-pack for maybe that. So, and a lot of these shop lights, sometimes they don't come with overhead grill on them. So you want to be careful because I've broken a few of them. You know, setting up on certain stands and things like that. You can always get your little grate to put over the top if you get it set up like this. But these kind here, the 2 lights, those work just as fine. Those may even work better for you depending on your placement and how you depend on hanging them. But some of these come with the chain hooks on the back. You can spend you $30 and probably get you 3 or 4 of these, the shop lights, including the bulbs. So that takes care of your lighting situation right there. Now you will have to, you know, rig it up a little bit, you know, get creative with it. That's what it's all about, man. It's about practicing, experimenting with it, and just learning different techniques. Your lighting is not going to be perfect. You got to have lights to light your green screen behind your subject. You want to light the front of your subject, the top of your subject, and you want to remember, you know, natural white lighting. Get rid of that yellowish stuff. Don't get none of that stuff. Go with the natural light whiting. So when you put it in your whatever system you're going to use to edit, it's going to give you the best, crispiest color that you can get. Now, again, we're talking about $10 shop lights here, but they do the job. They get the job done. You know, this green screen here, this is like a personal portable green screen. You stand up, take it outside with you, put it right behind. If I had one now, I put it right behind me. It'll cover everything behind me. Those can be pretty costly. You may get you one on Amazon or somewhere. You can order online, you know, $50 to $100. Alternative for that right there, a green sheet, a green curtain. You can go to Joann Fabrics, Michaels, anywhere like that. Now, I have realized that those stores, they do charge a higher price for this color fabric. So it is in high demand. It is very popular. So, you know, depending on the space you want to use, I spent about $25 and got enough for the space that I'm using currently in one of our studios. So, and it covers a nice portion of a wall, you know, and that's just 2 pieces of fabric I had cut, and then they're tacked up to the wall. So don't say, oh, I have to get this right, because these right here, these are for specific uses. You know, that's not going to get you. That's not universal right there, what I call universal. I can't do too much with that for a lot of the things I shoot. Those are like for private stuff, single person shots. You know, you want to get the most bang for your buck. That's what it's all about. You know, when you're starting off, you get into this editing game, this green screen game, get the most bang for your buck. Because if you follow the simple steps of proper lighting, giving your subjects the proper distance off of the green screen. You know, you see your distance, the back of your green screen here. You can catch you one of these right now. You know, a couple bucks online, Amazon somewhere, maybe eBay. One of these setups here. I got the stand set up when I first started. I spent $50 for it. $50 for this exact stand setup right here, or almost like it. Not the greatest, you know, it's not the sturdiest, but it gets the job done. I don't even use it for the green screen. I end up using it for my lights. You know, my lights had a little hole right here on the back, up in there. So yeah, these don't have it, but I basically had a little, and these are the LED lights here. I put a zip tie through it, right through there where it had a hole, and right there at the top, it's like a little screw. I zip tie it, a little circle at the top, just a little circle, and right there. And these are perfect light stands. Now you do want to have you some bags on them or something weighing them down so they don't tip. But just little things like that. I got a green screen stand that I wound up not using for a green screen and using up, find up they're the perfect light stands for me. So, and that cost me my whole green screen setup with the stands, my green screen material, and the shop lights under $100. So, and that was over a course of, a couple weeks. I didn't get it all at one time. I kept learning in the process. I ordered my stand. Then I went and found my material. Then I got me a couple lights, So you don't have to go and break your pockets to get this look here. Like, this look right here means nothing if the fundamentals are not learned and put into getting that lighting that you want. It's key to get you some just proper lighting in the area that you're using. Everybody doesn't have this type of space right here to set up this huge green screen layout right here. That's beautiful right there. You can do it, but excuse me, start all small. Cardboard, construction paper. They sell it at every hobby shop, Joann's, Walgreens, wherever, Dollar Tree, Walmart. You can get green construction paper, this same color. I have some in my trunk actually, for a portable, just in case backup that I actually end up using for one of a project that I did in somebody's office, and I just didn't like the way the office looked without having the background. It was kind of plain, but it's not ideal because it doesn't give you what you would get from something like this. Definitely this or this right here, but it's that same color. You get your 4 or 5 or 6 of those, you tape them to the wall, tack it to the wall however you can, make a big square, and again it comes back to making sure your lighting is proper. So if look into lights, go watch some videos. There's a lot of videos on setting up your lights, making sure how to subject your light right, get your subject lit right for the camera you want, the shot you want, the distance that has to be from the green screen to the subject, lighting the green screen. Lights are key, but you don't have to break the bank to get good, proper lighting setup. That's the main focus. Start off small. Don't listen to anybody saying, "Oh, you got to get this lighting kit here. This is the best kit. This is what all the professionals use." Yeah, the professionals use that because they have a budget. If somebody gives you a $20,000 budget to set up a setup for them, a green screen setup, you may not go to Walmart to get $20 shop lights. Because some people have this image in their head where the more expensive, the better it has to be. Wrong. That's not the case, people. Don't get caught up in that. Oh, you got to get you this, you got to get that. Don't fall for it, man. Don't fall for it, especially if you're not in a position to be experimenting, and just you're taking this on as a hobby. You're a novice. You're just getting into it. You're a beginner, and you don't even know if you really want to do this. You just find it interesting. It looks cool. You see everybody else posting videos online, cool backgrounds. Anybody can do it. It just takes time to learn. And like I said, KineMaster is probably the best program to start learning on your phone or your tablet, because it gives you the access. You can record something right on your phone, and you don't have to have all the lighting set up proper. You may be, just in your kitchen somewhere, in your room, just to start practicing, but you have to practice. I shot many green screen clips, and sometimes I look at them like, oh, you can tell the lighting is off. When you get that perfect lighting and you follow those steps and you get that perfect lighting, you know the difference. I even get, I got a couple $20, 1,000 lumens little portable lights. They shoot a 1,000 lumens LED, white LED light, and it's about this big, runs off of C batteries, and that thing lights up. It lights up. It lights up maybe like 2 of these lights put together. But little stuff like that, I'll grab that light just to have an extra light, just to give me a little bit more brightness. Just if I find some dull spots or it's just something a little off. Little things like that. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to go get a $200 light. You can go grab your $20 light Make sure it's the right lighting, the right power, and just give it the right placement. And you can get just as good as green screen videos as the next person, but you have to learn. You know, you got to do some research. You got to read. You have to experiment. You have to practice. Have to practice. Have to practice. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So again, go check out, subscribe to my page, Project Studio TV. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like the video, something you want more information, please let me know. Shoot me a comment. You can email me, projectstudiotv@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram, Rico Jackson. Follow Cold Squad, COALSQUADENT. Rico Jackson, RICOJAXSON, Instagram. And we got a lot of different projects. You see some of my examples and stuff like that, and I'll continue to put stuff up. I'll start adding links to where you can get these items from, and you can do your own comparison test to it. You want to go out and experiment and do the comparison of a $200 lighting and a $20 lighting, and then you can be a judge. But I'm just giving you some options for those who don't have the capital and a budget. You know, you're doing this on your own, just to get good at it, man. It's not hard. It's actually pretty fun once you get going. So yeah, check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Go to Basic Filmmaker. Look him up on YouTube, and definitely watch some of his videos, and he'll get you going on some things. I'll go back and grab some notes from his stuff too. If you have questions, I'll go grab them for you. You can watch it. I'll tell you what he says if you don't feel like watching his videos. But good information, man. So thanks for tuning in. Project Studio TV, Rico Jackson. Y'all subscribe to the page.